There is no ideology that's ever had as successful marketing as neoliberalism. And I'm reminded of that every single time people show a level of mistrust or discomfort towards any kind of public option or government-run program. Neoliberalism, the economic ideology that runs our world, is basically inherently incapable of providing prosperity for the middle class for an extended period of time. Because when it's practiced as intended, it exacerbates the worst and most problematic aspects of capitalism. Privatization, market deregulation, social safety net austerity, weakened labor regulations are all neoliberalist policies that for a hot second in time earned some people some money, but then very quickly pushed the capitalist economies we live in towards inconceivable wealth inequality, corporate exploitation, corporate monopolies, social instability, and there's really no reverse gear shift in that car. When I say that neoliberalism's marketing is so good, what I mean is that people have been so propagandized into thinking that there is no other way that we can successfully run our economy, even though that's not true. We only started doing things this way like a couple decades ago. Western society, led by the United States, has nailed into people's brains that capitalism done this way is always going to deliver the best possible outcomes for humanity, and nailed that so deep in there that even when you look at the world around you with your own two eyes and, make conclusions with your perfectly functioning brain that like, hey, the way our economic system is set up right now is making a very tiny group of people into billionaires while everyone else gets poorer. Or like, wait, it doesn't make sense for 2 or 3 companies to own absolutely everything and make things as expensive as they please. You see these things, you're able to make these conclusions on your own, yet you've been conditioned to feel this level of discomfort and distrust towards any other way of trying to do things. I'm talking about this because a public option for groceries, which is something that Zoran Mamdani ran on, it's something that Avi Lewis is running on right now, is really at this point just a policy that's playing catch up, right? It's just a policy that's intended to alleviate the very dire circumstances that neoliberalism has created for affordability, because lack of regulation has resulted in a few major corporations dominating the market and basically having immense power when it comes to pricing. When you lay it out, it's such a practical, rational, no-brainer policy, no downsides, no substantial criticism, yet people, when they hear the words public option or government-run grocery store, literally shit their pants. And that's the incredible marketing of neoliberalism doing its job. Like, if I were to ask you, here are the exact same groceries, you can go buy them for cheaper at this store that makes a minuscule profit that it puts entirely back into farmers and employees, or you can go to this other store that marks up to criminal numbers, pay double the amount just so that the owners can accumulate more and more billions. Where would you go? There's so much more that needs to be done beyond just a public option, but it's just come to a point where people's imaginations are hitting a wall while their material realities are the worst that they've ever been. And that wall is neoliberalist marketing, neoliberalist conditioning, and it's time for everyone to snap out of it.